In a heated discussion on The View, Navarro came to the defense of former co-host Rosie O'Donnell after former President Donald Trump publicly floated the idea of revoking O'Donnell's U.S. citizenship. The controversy ignited when Trump took to his Truth Social platform and claimed that Rosie O'Donnell was not in the best interests of our great country, going so far as to say he was seriously considering stripping her of her American citizenship. The comments sparked outrage among many, including Navarro, who didn't hold back her views when the topic was addressed on live television. Navarro immediately shut down the idea, reminding the audience, and by extension, Trump, that America isn't a dictatorship. "This is not North Korea. This is not a monarchy," she stated firmly, emphasizing that no president has the legal power to unilaterally revoke a citizen's nationality. She pointed out that Rosie O'Donnell is a natural-born citizen, born in Long Island in 1962, and that citizenship can only be revoked under extremely rare and severe circumstances, such as committing acts of treason or terrorism, not because someone moved to Ireland or criticized a sitting or former president. Continuing her passionate defense, Navarro noted that there are very few legitimate grounds under which a person's citizenship can be taken away. She added, with a pointed reference to the January 6th Capitol riot, that if anybody's got to be careful, it ain't Rosie. It was a sharp jab clearly aimed at Trump and those aligned with him in the wake of the insurrection, subtly implying that if citizenship revocation was ever on the table, perhaps it should be considered for those who actually posed a real threat to democracy, not for someone who simply exercised their right to dissent. Navarro also called out what she viewed as a political distraction, describing Trump's statement as a classic "look at the shiny object" tactic meant to divert attention from more serious issues facing the country. This kind of fear-mongering and targeting of critics, she argued, is not only unconstitutional, but deeply un-American. Rosie O'Donnell herself didn't stay silent. In a candid Instagram post, she fired back at Trump, calling him a criminal con man and a soulless man with dementia, who lacks the compassion and empathy required of a leader. She said this behavior was part of the reason she decided to relocate to Ireland, distancing herself from what she views as a toxic political environment in the United States under Trump's influence. Support for O'Donnell also poured in from the entertainment community. Fellow comedian Ellen DeGeneres took to Instagram, tagging Rosie and saying simply, "Good for you." The message was brief, but its support for O'Donnell's decision to stand up to Trump was clear. At the end of the day, Navarro's message was about protecting fundamental American values. Citizenship is not a weapon to be used against critics, and personal feuds should never influence presidential rhetoric or policy. Her defense of O'Donnell wasn't just about backing a former coworker. It was about reminding viewers that in the United States, freedom of speech and dissent are not crimes. They are the very foundation of democracy.